Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online, the SLOTRO edition. This is Nomadan here. Say hello to everyone, Nomadan.
Ha ha!
Good boy. When we last left off, we were actually a good ways away from here. We were far to the north, over here at Cerdann's cabin, right there, just to the side of the party field, the festival grounds. We have traveled all the way back down over here to the Barrow Downs, and we are on the forest road that leads to Tom Bombadil's house. Between the Barrow Downs and Tom Bombadil's house, you can see some of the stones sticking up over the ledge there, and we have decided we're going to come over here and talk with the unfortunate travelers, with Tobold and Reginald and Bob and Sal, and run through their quest here in the northern Barrow Downs and see if we can knock them out. We've got Calming the Wake and Howls That Shake the Spirit.
Would you do something for me?
The constables warned us of reports of evil swelling and pouring out of the Barrow Downs. It appears we should have listened. Here we are now, holed up in this hollow with the foreboding forest at our west and unknown terrors at our east. Perhaps it is fortune that brings you here. We are in dire need of aid, and it seems that your arrival is providence. It seems that the passage of some shadow has stirred this land and surrounded it in evil. We have set ourselves here, but while here it would be good to help the folk of Bree. Please, if you would, hunt down the fiendish wights dwelling now in these barrows. Defeat wights in the northern Barrow Downs, 12 of them. Sure. And then we have Howls That Shake the Spirit. Let's look Calming the Wake right quick.
Service?
Have you taken out those old wights? No? Well, please be quick about it. I'm afraid they might get a taste for some nice warm Bree folk and come out of the Barrow Downs. That just wouldn't do at all.
Stay a moment.
Howls That Shake the Spirit. In all my years of heading into these haunted lands, never have I seen anything like this. You must trust me, friend. I would never have taken folk into the Barrow Downs had I known what walked here now. We shielded them as best we could, but the fright is still too much to ignore. It is the howling of the bar guests. It would drive us mad if we cannot quell it. Well, could you help us kill these beasts, these terrors, so that we might have some rest to regain our strength for return to Bree? Defeat 12 bar guests here in the Northern Downs. We can do that.
What do you need?
Bar guests are terrifying beasts, capable of breaking a man's will with their howl alone. These people cannot withstand such terror, and we need to clear these creatures out to make our passage safe for our return. Alrighty, good. Let's go over here and talk to the vendor. Lore and treasure, young one. Those are the real treasures in life. Which one we got? Digging in the dirt.
Would you do something for me?
Before my journey here to the Barrow Downs, I did some reading to learn about the area. I learned about the barrows of 3 men of Cardolan, Taradan, Oron, and Ringdor. I would surely like to have found some evidence to keep in my journey to those places. Try digging at the entrances to those barrows. I believe they lie in the northeast area of the Barrow Downs. Here, take this pickaxe. The tip has been blunted, so your digging shouldn't cause any damage to the lore fragments you uncover. So collect 3 lore fragments. We can do that. Is that going to show it? Yep, the blunt point of this pickaxe will make digging more difficult, but should ensure that anything it uncovers is not too badly damaged. Item usage. Quest may require you use an item in your inventory when certain conditions are met, such as being at the proper location. The quest tracker will alert you as to when you are in the right spot. Indeed. Digging in the dirt.
How can I be of service?
Have you done it? Look at that. Learning how these lands become infested with wights may help Breetown in the future. Indeed it might. Let's go to the Dead Spire.
Would you do something for me?
Collect 3 stone fragments. I've lived a long time here in Breeland, but in my long life I've never taken the time to learn the land's history. Now, near the end of my days, I found I wanted to know what came before. I joined this trip to the Barrow Downs with hopes of finding some keepsakes or to take some rubbings, but it seems the Barrow Downs had a design of its own. I remember tromping over the hills as a lad and seeing that some of the barrows had fallen into ruin. I remember lots of broken stones covered in rune letters, littering the ground, especially near the dead spire. I wanted a few of those stones for my own. Are you interested in bringing me, say, 3 of the stone fragments found from the dead spire? Perhaps we can both learn a bit of history. I said before, grave robbers, a lot of them.
Greetings, friend.
Bring me 3 stone fragments. All right, nothing new on that one. Sal Haywood. Hello, Sal.
Would you do something for me?
Carriers of disease. While we pushed through the fiends in the fog, we lost a few people. Some headed deeper into the mist of the Barrow Downs, and we hoped they survived to reach a safe location in the south. Others were stricken with a terrible pox. One of these men was not as ill as others, but being sick, he offered to take word back to Bree requesting help. I fear that the disease comes from the crawlers and rats infesting this land. If this is true, then we shall need to clear a path through the Barrow Downs so we have a safe path out. If you are willing, kill these creatures, but be wary. Their bites and even their flesh may cause some vile illness or disease. Defeat 24 crawlers and rats. It's always good to collect the defeat ones.
What do you need?
You will find them all over the northern Barrow Downs. Seek them out and purge them. It's always good to take the Slayer ones so that you can be working on those while you're doing the ones that actually have an objective.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
Indeed we can, Bob. I saw your daughter just on the way as we came here. The search for Lalia. I came here to find my missing daughter Lalia. I'm terribly worried about her. You see, she's been going on about the last prince, one of Mr. Butterbear's tales. It's one of his better ones, that's for sure, but I'll say the tale isn't quite the truth of it. Lalia's been going on for a long while. I fear she came here to the Barrow Downs in search of this prince of hers. I came here in search of my daughter, and I am now lost myself. In the tale, the last prince's barrows between the northern barrow and the dead spire by Lord Stone. If I could, I would start searching there.
A lovely day, isn't it?
He's found off in the last prince, northern barrow, afraid of this place, and I am. I am certain that she is terrified. All right. So we've got quite a few to do here. We're going to do the digging in the dirt and collect the dead spire, and we're going to search for Lalia while it's at it. I think we'll get the stone fragments and the carrier's disease first. I mean, the digging in the dirt and the dead spire. The stone fragments and the lore fragments. See if we can find those. Search for Lalia on the way. And we'll take out some of these as we come across them, you know? Alright, I think the dead spire, that's that big tall one, is it not? Is that the dead spire? No, this is just where Lalia is. You have found Lalia. Indeed we have. The dead spire is one of these big tall ones. Is that you? Let's see what we can do here as far as taking y'all out. Start off with a nice penetrating shot. There we go. Let's go ahead and take out the archer while we're thinking about it. Start blasting you with these. No, you're not going to come running up, so let's take you out with whatever we can get our hands on. There we are. Cleared our spot a little bit. Now, is this where we're headed? Is it on over the hill? There's the spire. Back off there in the distance. We knew it was one of these big tall ones. We just had to find which one it was. So we'll go over there. grab the lore fragments. Is that what we're looking for? No, the stone fragments. That's what we're looking for. New deed, the Barrow Downs, the Dead Spire. Indeed! Deed bestowed, the Barrow Downs. The Barrow Downs are southwest of Breetown. For many generations, the Dunedain of Cardolan buried their dead when the Downs, until the Great Plague destroyed the last vestiges of Cardolan and spirits from Angmar claimed the Barrows. Now only the most brave, or most foolhardy, dare venture within. This stone pillar stands amidst the barrows, pointing skyward like a warning finger. Even in the heat of the day, the stone of the dead spire is cold and casts no shadow. Beefy. Carved stone. The stone fragment looks as if it broke off one of the barrow markers. It is covered in ancient ruins. I think whenever Norwene was here, I spoke at the time about how I thought in the past you came up here and started doing this, that whites would climb out of the dirt around you, but perhaps not. Perhaps not. Perhaps that's not the way it goes. Okay. Now, some of the ones that we're after, like there's the Barrow of Oron, there's the Barrow of Ringdor, and there's the Barrow of Teradan. I've forgotten they mark them on the map for you already. Let's see if we can make our way over there. And we will be killing all these barghests and stuff like that as we go. As we come across them, like this. There, new deed, barghest slayer. The vile barghest, bred down from wild hounds and twisted to evil by the Dark Lord Sauron, often range where the dead roam. You are called to drive the barghest from the Barrow Downs. Deed can be incremented. 1 of 30. We'll keep working on that. Continue on along. See if we can find this. Mentioned last time, I remember, with Narwhale about how these 3 barrows used to be like all in a ring right here in this little section. Yeah, more whites. That's the, yep, the Barrow of Oron. There's the guy we were after. Let's blast you a little bit. Hit you a few times. Yes, indeed. Okay. Is this where we dig in the dirt? Indeed. We've got our first lore fragment. Let's find that next barrow. Hey, that's the kind of thing that I'm used to whenever you run across in front of these barrows and things come out of the ground ahead of you. Now. Whoops, we're about to wander right on out of the Barrow Downs, aren't we? Okay, there we are. There's the flag. Let's get this slimy crawler out of our way. Wiping out those rats and bats. They don't stand up long to those. Don't stand up for very long against the barrage there, do they? Alright, let's wait for the next one to pop out. Ooh, not gonna have one popping out here, huh? Sometimes it used to give you the message, this is a good place to dig. I guess it's just when the red border goes away now. Okay, that's all right. That I can live with. Makes it a little bit more challenging. And this should be, I think, the last one here. Yep. Let's go after the warrior, get him out of our way. Blast him with a barrage. And then we'll blast him with a barrage. Nice. And where's the door? Goodbye, field rat. And this is Taradan. So we've gotten the dead spire. We've gotten digging in the dirt. Let's go and do Lalia now. Let's go find her. Let's do the escort quest that we all love so much. And get the barrow crawlers and the barghest and the whites and everything that we have to get while we're working with her. I wish Butterbird never told me that silly story. Indeed, I wish she hadn't. Did we do that? Carved stones. The stone fragment looks as if it broke off of the barrow markers. It is covered in ancient runes. Lower fragments. This fragment of parchment is covered in a thick scrawled writing. All right. I hope the last prince comes and saves me soon. I'm scared. And down he goes. All right. Are we ready? I think so. Let's let the bleeding go away. Another second. Yep, or silence. That's the one. All right. Let's talk to Lalia.
Goodness, could you help me with something?
Lalia's safe passage. I came here to find the last prince, like Mr. Butterbird talks about in his stories. I was going to find him and then be with him forever and be his princess. But he wasn't here to be found. There's just all these skeletons and bones and Walking Dead. It isn't nice to go misleading young hobbits like that. Take you out? I guess. Well, not while we're talking, can we? Although we could swing. Oops, there we go. I guess we could if we were actually focused on you. Guess it pays to pay attention to where you're facing here.
Dear me, please don't leave yet.
When you're ready to go, could you help me get back home to Bree? I couldn't leave before, but now with a strong warrior like you here, I'm sure we can get me home safely. Oh, and I lost my cloak. I simply must find it, or Dad will yell at me something terrible.
All right, quest sharing. I've not chosen to share a quest with my fellowship. Not at all. Right. One good thing, Lalia's tough. That's nice. I'm not afraid of you anymore. I'm glad that barghest moved off, because, man, you were making a beeline for it. Alright. See? All you gotta do is just a few of these quests, and the next thing you know, you are gonna be covered in all the barghest and worms and everything else you can think of. Yeah, I thought that would get your attention. Why is it taking so long for Barrage to load back up? Nope, the cloak's not here either. Yep, we should start moving over there where we're gonna have to fight all those damn whites in a second. Boom! Drop that last one like it's hot. Boy, Leia's a tough old bird, isn't she? And we're already halfway through the Barghest now. Something is amiss here. Indeed. Let's go after this archer first. Alrighty, let's build up a little more focus. Is it really taking you that darn long? I think we're getting very close. Yes, let's be a lot more careful here, okay? That would be a nice thing for you to do. Yeah, I remember that treasure chest is down here. Here's my cloak right where I left it. Oh, good. Oh, joy. Had finished taking you out. Alright, can we get out of here now, Lalia? Now I got my cloak. Let's get out of here. I think this is the way out. Yes, of course you would. Because of course you would. I guess I can't really expect her to, you know, actually attack things or anything like that, you know? Okay, good. Yeah, let's go. Let's run right through the middle of those two warriors. There you are. That's the girl. That's the spirit. Indeed it is. That really helped. I think we may have to actually use a health potion here in just a second. At least if nothing else, with the find the path, I can at least run as fast as she can. So that's nice. Blast you. Yep, we're making a big dent in all the Slayer deeds. That was cool. Good God. Alright. Yep, this one's going to be a little bit on the tough side, I think. Hopefully she can tank him a little bit. Yep, she ain't doing too bad a job, actually. Come on. Come on. Let's get your attention. And then I need to get the other one's attention. Alright, have I got you both? I think I've got you both. Let's go for you. There we are. Roger. This one was a challenging little fight there. Even Lalia took some damage.
I think this is the way.
Yeah. Draw both the Barghest. There you go. Good girl. Alright, let's put you down. It's so foggy. I hope I'm not lost. This way. That way, okay? Yeah, you're lost. Oh my God. Wait, this seems familiar. Yes, we're almost where I picked you up. I think we've killed 2 Barghast, a White, 3 Barrow Downs, and a man from Bree in this place. Oh, go away. You're not my prince. He's certainly not my prince, that's for sure. Let's barrage his butt to the ground. How about it? Burn him down. And down he goes. Alright. Can you get out of here? Yes, I know it's not far. It wouldn't have been far before if you could run in a straight line. Escort her to safety. It's not foggy. It's that way. That way. That way. Look, there. Follow the guy on the horse. There you go. Good girl. Here's the entrance. We're almost there. Come on. Did everybody go chasing after him, maybe? Got one more of those damn biting rats, right? Yep. That's what I thought. Oh well, at least this is the last escort mission for a while. And then we won't have to deal with it. There we go. We are here, thank you. Safely escorted her out. Let's go find Bob now. Please give my cloak to my pa, Bob. Give him my cloak so he knows I'm safe. I will. Bye-bye. We're gonna go back to the travelers. Did we have the one where we see that? Oops, hang on. Before we do that. The failed delivery. This poor traveler cannot escape the bounds of the Barrow Downs. He clutches a note tightly in his hand. I think that's the one that kind of sort of sets you off over that way. Yeah, speak with the survivors. This body is cold to the touch, but the wounds appear fresh, though the lack of blood surrounding the man's body is disturbing. In his hand, the man clutches a note. His position and the trail of disturbed earth make it appear that he traveled through the gloom of the Barrow Downs to reach this point. The note is chewed and crumpled, and the only legible words are, "Between the old forest and the southern Barrow Downs, send help." Let's get on back to where the travelers are. That exists there to let you know about that group of travelers and their quest if you don't do like we did and come from the other direction. You're not coming out of the old forest and past Bombadil. This is the route. If you're coming in through this route, that's the way that you would know that they're over there and that you need to go and talk to them and get their quests. Circle around these hills and we will go right on back down there and talk to them again. Turn these quests in, and then I think it has been an adventure. Looks like we have got enough. Where are we? Why are we? Who are we? Where's the road? Having a hard time finding it. Much harder time than usual. Wonder if where we were headed is another one of those paths back into the old forest that I wasn't aware of. Back up on the right side of that hill there. I wonder if you could get up there that way. Alright, let's talk to a couple of these. Bob first, because that will get me rid of Lalia. Now, is your cloak here? It is. A sturdy and well-made cloak. Hello, Bob. Lalia, safe passage.
Oh, what a relief! It seems I know my daughter well. She actually had gone after this last prince of hers. Well, maybe she's learned her lesson and won't be foolish in the future. I know I certainly will never come here again. I do hope I can survive her tweens. Maybe then she'll get some hobbit sense. Maybe.
Alright, what do we have? Lalia's champion. That is a nice upgrade. That really is. Defender of Lalia, which we can't use. Warden of Lalia and Garden of Lalia. Yep, let's take the champion. Nice. And a failed delivery. Is there one we can read? Barlaman. The situation with my daughter is worse than expected. Our expedition is sundered, and we have found safety on the edge of the old forest. We need help from the Watchers. Please send help. Bob. There's a lot more that was legible than just what the quest said. You came here instead of seeking Barlaman and the Watchers. Oh, this is a fine mess. I'll not forgive Barlaman soon for the tale he spun from my Lalia. If you've arrived to assist us, then I'm pleased to see you. Just concerned that you mayn't be too capable to lead us out of this terrible place. Yeah, bite me, Bob. Who's the other one? Reginald? Hello, Reginald. This was going to be Calming the Wake.
Greetings.
Which one was that? That was... what did we have to do? Oh, killing whites. Well done. You have helped us greatly, friend. Perhaps you could do a little bit more for us. And let's talk to the traveling vendor, since we're going to be turning in a bunch of this vendor trash here. Tons and tons of it. Digging in the dirt.
Hello there.
I'm relieved you've returned. I was worried. I sent you to your death. Let's try that again. I was worried I'd sent you to your death. Now, let me look at the lore fragments you have brought back. These parchments are troubling. They appear to be written by men of Cardalan. They speak of the kingdom falling into ruin, and those that remained falling victim to the Great Plague. But that is all. This doesn't answer, though, why such fell creatures came to the Barrow Downs. I fear these fragments have only yielded more questions and few answers. The dead treasures of Cardalan.
Would you do something for me?
Oh, not the one I was wanting. I'll pick it up next time. We want to turn this one in, the dead spire.
How can I be of service?
What? Fell creatures attacked you as you tried to gather these stones? I had not seen them. These guides kept us well shielded from whatever it was that was attacking them. I'm glad that you fared so well, friend. Well, these ruins reveal nothing new. Each stone gives a bit of an account of the man who was buried there. There's nothing to reveal why these terrible creatures have taken up in these barrows. This is quite a mystery. Indeed it is. All right, we are going to do our vendoring now. I will pick his other quest up when we see you next time. It has been a little over 30 minutes, a good way to knock out a lot of these little barrow quests here. Hopefully we can knock out the other two and get the southern ones done as quickly, you know. So there you go. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. I haven't been too talkative on this one, I'm afraid. It's early in the morning and I'm still a little bit tired. I hope y'all have enjoyed it, though. I have enjoyed having y'all along. Thank you for watching. I thank you. Nomadan thanks you too. And we will see you next time. I'm back at work for the next 3 days, so the next episode will be late Thursday or early Friday morning. So we'll see y'all then. Bye-bye.